My name's Tim Cottage. I'm the lead singer and bass player for Attack, and we've been playing Wasteland Weekend since 2012. Attack stands for All Hail the Crimson King. It's a really nerdy Stephen King reference. The Crimson King is kind of the main bad guy in Stephen King's Dark Tower series. And at a certain point in one of the books, they start seeing All Hail the Crimson King spray painted places. And I thought, oh, that's kind of a cool band name. But it's kind of hard to market a band called All Hail the Crimson King. It's too long. So we shortened it to Attack, and now nobody knows how to pronounce it. So we're just rolling with it. Worst marketing band in the world. So this is Wasteland's 10th year as an event, but we came in their second year in 2011 as a tribe. And we created the Attack Squad tribe just as a marketing machine for the band. Begged Wasteland to let us play, and they said no. But they did invite us to join as a build crew. So the whole band, at the time we came out, we did build crew and begged for them to let us play, and then we joined off-season build crew. And that's kind of when they finally decided, I guess we'll let them play. And that was back in 2012. Since 2012, Wasteland's changed a lot. We started out fabricating the stage on the side of somebody's house in Pasadena or something like that, drug it all the way out in the desert, and as we're playing and jumping around on the stage, it's twisting and turning, it's terrifying. So now we have the stage that we all know and love today, and I got to be part of that build crew as well. So it's a lot of fun to be part of the crew that helps not just build Wasteland, but it's also, you know, the homecoming show for the band. When we first started the band, the only plan we had was to have fun. We had all been in serious bands in the past that were trying to make it big, trying to get the record deal, trying to follow all the steps to get all that stuff, but we were tired of that, and it wasn't fun anymore, so we decided to have fun. And before we knew about Wasteland, we actually adopted a post-apocalypse persona. And we made crazy Road Warrior type costumes, and we'd jump around on stage and megaphones and fake guns all over the place. And then a friend of ours introduced us to Wasteland. And we went, oh my God, we're home. As far as the style goes, it was a little more punk rock, a little more garage rock. Again, we were not taking anything seriously, just kind of having fun with it. You know, Holy Shit Zombies is a good example. That song started out as a joke. It was never supposed to go this far. Next thing you know, we're filming a music video about a barbecue pool party where zombies come. We made this big giant zombie puppet that it's probably a pile of ash in my backyard somewhere at this point, but you know, the fun was always the goal, and not to take ourselves too seriously, but then we all fell in love with having good quality audio recordings. You know, technology in the last 15-20 years has progressed so much, it's really easy for us to, you know, have radio quality recordings that we can put out. So we put a lot of effort into our music now, and having a good, decent sound quality, but we still have a lot of fun with it. If I were to say that the kind of music that we write, the style we've adopted hasn't changed since we started coming to Wasteland, that would be a lie. Because we now know our core audience, we know our friends who come out here to watch us play, we know what they like, and that's our shtick now, is, you know, apocalypse, metal, rock and roll kind of stuff. You know, Drop the Bomb is another one this was for Wasteland Weekend. Behind the Mask is a song about my best friend, the Baron. It's about him and the whole Battle of 5th Street and the warlord of Coyote Canyon, and you know, that's where the Baron and the False Prophet met, so I had to write a song about it. Kickstart the Mayhem is another really good example of, we wanted to write a Wasteland anthem, and after watching the highlight reel for the previous year, at the end of it, septic tankers were a special kind of crazy.
You have to be a special kind of crazy to do this shit.
I'm like, that's great, I'm going to steal it. So I stole it. I didn't ask him for permission until after we put the video out. I go, hey look, we did this, I hope you don't mind. And he was super excited. And it's just another way for us to connect with our community. And you know, the lyrical content, you know, it's all very apocalypse. We still tend to dabble in some of the Dark Tower stuff. We're here to have a good time and put on a good show. We kind of adopted the term post-apocarock just post-apocalyptic rock and roll. When we're playing live, we all dress up, we're in costumes, and it's not just for Wasteland. For every show, we dress up, we wear makeup, we chrome people whenever we play What a Lovely Day. That's the big Fury Road song. We bring out the cake spray. We always chrome ourselves first just because it's not fair to have to chrome everybody else if we're not doing it. We're a very active band on stage. There's a lot of movement. We're jumping up and down, we're running around, and if we can come up with shenanigans, we will. We used to have a big giant zombie puppet that would come out during Holy Shit Zombies. We'd fight the zombie and throw the head out in the crowd. Playing at Wasteland Weekend gives us a really unique opportunity that I don't think a lot of other bands actually get. When we're playing at a show in a small club somewhere else, we show up, we set up a tiny merch booth, we get to sell our merch, it's a lot of face-to-face time, but then we play a 45-minute set, sometimes it's a 25-minute set, and then we pack up the trailer and we head home. But at Wasteland, we're all on the build crew, so we're out here. We get to build this entire tribe that directly faces across the street from the Wasteland Weekend stage, and we're right next door to the Atomic Cafe. So we are the party camp here at Wasteland Weekend, so we get this face time, we get to hang out with our friends all week long, and then we get to play a super great show. It's the greatest show of all time, right? And we come right back to our camp. We have our merch booth here behind us. We sling merch out of. We built this merch booth a few years back, and we're slinging t-shirts, we're slinging, everything. But we also get to hang out with them. We get to spend time with them, get to know them. We're not just fans. This sounds so cliche, I know, but I love these people. We get to hang out every year. It's a big family reunion. And okay, sure, they buy our t-shirts and stuff, but I would much rather have this long interaction, face-to-face friendship with these people who are also at the front row of our concert singing along every damn lyric. As far as playing Wasteland versus playing out in the real world, Wasteland has absolutely spoiled us. When we hit the stage here, it's the home field advantage. There are people packed from the main stage to the Atomic Cafe, left to right. It's just a sea of people losing their damn minds. When we play in downtown LA, let's say, we're lucky if 10 people show up. LA's a crowded place, there's a lot of things to do. But there are a few other markets that Wasteland has opened up for us. Wastelanders know when we play in their hometown, they can get in their costumes and come out to the shows, and they'll buy us drinks, they'll show us their new bottle caps, or look at this cool costume piece I made. And, we always do San Diego specifically right before Wasteland, and a lot of those guys use it as their testing grounds for new costumes. Does this work? Does this not work? And we'll help them out with stuff, we'll give them advice, or they'll show us what they did with my dreadlocks that I cut off on stage the previous year. It's on a lot of people's costumes. Wasteland Weekend 2018 was our last big show that we did, and then we went into hiding and we built a brand new recording studio. We had to take some time to get to learn all the equipment and stuff, and we immediately started writing, and we hit it hard. And the fruits of our labor were finally released just a few weeks ago. Right before our show in San Diego, we released Something in the Dark. And that's our first new song that we recorded the drums ourselves, the guitar, the bass. We have our buddy Evan, who plays in Cage 9, who also plays at Wasteland Weekend. We do a lot of work with him, but this is the first time that we finally took everything we learned from Evan, put it in our own studio, and churned out this music the best that we could. Something in the Dark was released. It's on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, all that other good shit. That was the first of the new song that's going to string together our first full album. The second new song we're releasing, it's called Give 'Em a Fight. We're releasing it at Wasteland this year, on site, on Wasteland Radio. Friday afternoon sometime. It's kind of up to the Swede, whatever he wants to do. We're doing an interview with him that afternoon. Song releases, and one of the first times we're playing it live will be right here at Wasteland on stage. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And these are the first two new songs of the album that we're dropping next year.
We're gonna fight the world.